I'm going to start off this video by saying, if you bought a Detroit Rams shirt, shame on you. I guess I'll rephrase that. If you bought a Detroit Rams shirt and you still claim to be a fan of the Detroit Lions, then shame on you. If you're one of those fans that, just roots for whoever's good, okay, I can deal with you, as long as you admit that you're one of those fans. But don't be going around wearing a Detroit Rams shirt and say that you love the Detroit Lions. Because you see, this is what we are. This is what the city of Detroit is, from Justin Verlander to Chris Middleton, JD Martinez, and now Matthew Stafford. Are you proud of that? Are you proud that our city, which continually gets dumped on, continually gets called one of the worst places to be in the United States, now gets this reputation? Like, I'm not saying if you rooted for the Rams or you were happy that Stafford won, that you're part of the problem. That's not what I'm talking about. But the fact that a business could go on to sell Detroit Rams shirts, it's inconceivable. I don't even know what to say about it. How do you have that little dignity? Even from someone who struggles with self-esteem himself, you have to have absolutely no dignity to have that shirt on and call yourself a Detroit Lions fan. Period. And this sort of low dignity behavior, it makes our fan base and it makes our city look like a bunch of low-life losers. That's right, losers. And that's already the reputation with the Detroit Lions, and it's the reputation with the city of Detroit. We're just a bunch of losers that don't deserve any better. And listen, I'm not saying that if you rooted for the Rams in the Super Bowl, or you're happy that Matthew Stafford won, that you're part of the problem. This does not include you, because I was happy Matt Stafford won. He's a good guy. And he put a lot of effort here in Detroit. There's no question about that. He took a lot of hits. And, good for him. Good guy. But you know what? There's a line. The fact that one news organization out there actually asked if Detroit would throw a parade if Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl, it tells you everything that you need to know. There's something seriously wrong with fans that cross this line. And I don't know if it's a minority, if it's a larger minority than we'd all like. But if a business was able to sell it, that's a problem. I don't know about you, I'm just sick and tired of the Stafford is a martyr narrative. Because it's an indictment on not just the Lions, but it's an indictment on the fan base as well. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, "Oh my gosh, Matthew Stafford has not been appreciated enough here. What a loser fan base and organization." I'll tell you what, any team that goes through 60 years with one playoff win, you're going to question their fandom, you've got some serious issues. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you couldn't tell the yolk from the egg. That's how bad it is. And yes, you know what? The ownership was bad under when Stafford was there. It was very, very bad under William Clay Ford, very bad under Martha Ford. The Matt Patricia years were ugly. Caldwell had some okay seasons. But you know what? Stafford did have some pretty good teams here. He wasn't given a bare cupboard. He was given one of the best receivers in NFL history. Some might say the best, in Calvin Johnson. He had the #1 defense in the NFL back in 2014 and had a pretty good defense in 13 and 15 as well. He didn't win anything. 2014, Dallas Cowboys, you're down by 4, 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Calvin Johnson on one side, Golden Tate on the other side. What do? You fumble the ball twice in the drive. The Cowboys give you a gift and you fumble again. He wasn't given a bare cupboard, and he had his chances. He blew it. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to make this an anti-Stafford thing. I'm just trying to point out that the whole Stafford is a martyr narrative and Detroit treated him so poorly. Like, they paid him millions of dollars. And Matt Stafford was appreciated here, Mr. Mark Sanchez. Mr. We're a small market. No other city would this happen. None. New England was not acting like this when Tom Brady won the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. It's like, I'm trying to think of like another example. Like, just imagine. I don't think anyone in San Diego was going absolutely crazy when Philip Rivers was in the playoffs with the Colts. I don't think there were any Chargers fans that were, happy for Drew Brees when he won this. I mean, they were happy for him, but they weren't like going this crazy. There weren't any San Diego Saints shirts on. I don't care that this organization has never won a Super Bowl. Doesn't change the fact that this is a city and a fan base that deserves to win a championship just like everywhere else. And if you support this patronizing from the media that thinks we should just throw a parade for Matthew Stafford, throw a parade for anyone who doesn't win a championship in our city, let me tell you this right now, Detroit versus everybody, those are just words. They mean nothing to you. So quit saying it if this is how you feel. If you feel like that the media should just be able to do whatever the heck they want with Detroit and just throw us around like we're a bunch of rag dolls. I'm sick of it. And maybe this does bother me too much. Maybe it bothers me more than it should. But you know what? I'm just tired of this fan base, and I'm tired of this city being treated like crap. We're not a minor league city. We're not a place that we're not a farm system. We're not a place that's just going to build up championships and then ship them off elsewhere. If we want to become a minor league city, fine. Whatever, Durham's a nice minor league city. But that's not what we are. Instead, we're a city apparently that people have to get rescued from. And it's not just the Lions, it's everywhere in Detroit. It's the Pistons, the Tigers, it's everything. I can't tell you how many times, like, the media has talked about, oh my gosh, well, Kelly Stafford says she really likes Los Angeles and she's so happy to be out of Detroit. I'm not sure if that's exactly true, but that's the gist of what I'm hearing. And how Matthew Stafford really is more appreciated in Los Angeles. First off, I don't even want to. A city that literally couldn't fill its stadium for the NFC Championship game. You want to sit here and tell me that they appreciate Matthew Stafford more? Get a life. And why isn't this a narrative too? With Chicago, St. Louis, San Francisco, Atlanta, New Orleans, New York. I could go on and on and on. All these cities have very high violent crime rates. All these cities have areas that you want to avoid. All these cities also have nice areas that you want to be a part of. So why is it only Detroit that gets this narrative? Not even Cleveland gets this narrative. I'll tell you, the rough parts of Cleveland are no good. Cincinnati, Milwaukee. So, heck, Green Bay, Wisconsin has nothing but a Chuck E. Cheese and Lambeau Field. No offense to Green Bay, but my point is, why is it Detroit that gets all the crap when all these other cities have issues too? The real problem I have is when the Lions are bad, the city gets associated with it, and us, the fans, get associated with it. That we're just a bunch of low-life losers that should expect nothing. I'll tell you this, if you support this patronization from the media, you don't support this city. And you don't support this team. I'm just going to say that straight up. So when this team wins someday, and I do believe that's going to happen, when this team wins, and you wore a Detroit Rams shirt, don't tell me you're a fan.